Hello, I am introducing the Primal Sensory Warm-Up today. We had a vote within our the elemental athlete community, and there was two things that were chosen: Primal Sensory Warm-Up and meditation for athletes. And I'm going to do the Primal Sensory Warm-Up this week, and I'll do the meditation for athletes next week, okay? All right, so this is something I've been working on for a long time, and it's extremely important because our primal senses, our primary senses, are our vision, our ability to smell, our ability to breathe in our environment, our ability to hear, our ability to feel where our skin, to feel what our skin is feeling, and to be aware of where our joints are in space and what they are doing. So there's many, and then there's interoception, where there's all of these different systems that we're aware of as well. But today we're going to stimulate and connect to our vision, our airway, our ability to hear more, our awareness of our joints, and our skin. This is extremely important because you're in this, we are animals, and animals need to connect to their environment. All right. And I think you could relate to this when all of a sudden you're just even at a different rink. The air smells different, the walls look different, all these things look different. It affects you, the environment that you're in. So not only are we connecting to our outer environment, we need to first connect to us. What does it mean like to feel our joints, to feel our skin, to be aware that we are looking at something and how we feel while we're looking at that thing? Being aware of many different things all at the same time, to literally breathe in our environment, to connect with our environment. Just like an animal, they're very aware that they are breathing because they are receiving information. They're always receiving information and choosing what it means to them. So it's time for me, Brandy Osborne, who created the elemental athlete and the elemental being, the biggest narrative I want to change within the, or I want to bring forward, I should say, to the athletic community, is that we must come back to the instinctual athlete, the athlete that can feel themselves breathe, can hear themselves talk, can feel the vibration of their body, can feel where their joints are, can feel exactly what we're doing when, and are very aware of the internal environment and outer environment. Okay, so the first sense to being aware of it is to feel it. And I've worked with athletes for years, and the most commonality between many athletes is this disconnect to their physiology, this disconnect to what it feels like to be within you. And you can imagine that if you feel within you on those days where you don't even know why you chose that way to the net, how you got around the player that way, you've never even done that before. That goal that you scored, where it's like, how would I ever even replicate that, you know? The reality is, when we're in those environments, we are fully in and of ourselves. So this warm-up is to connect you to that. So I'm going to dive into that now. It's one of those topics I could talk about for 2 hours, but I'm going to dial it in. So what this looks like is, at the beginning, it's going to be breathing in through the nose while you're humming the air out. Okay. I'll talk about the science of that. While you are doing that, you are aware that you're stimulating your vision, your airway, you're hearing yourself hum, you are feeling the vibration on a deep level. You only are caring about yourself. You want to be full of yourself. You want to be so fully aware of what it feels like to be in the skin suit, okay? And to connect to your inner environment with your outer environment, okay? So for you, it's very important that you're aware of all of that. You're not thinking about the game or anything else, or even noticing what other people are doing or what they sound like, okay? So we're going to be humming while you're going to be stimulating your skin. stimulating the muscles, stimulating the joints. All right. So the whole time you're breathing in through the nose, humming your air out. While you're going to scrub your head, and then after that, I'll guide you through it. You're going to be tapping through your face all while you're humming. And then we're going to go through this cupping of the whole body, where our intention is to stimulate the skin, the muscle underneath the skin, the fluid within the tissue underneath the skin, and the joints. So you're spending a little bit more time around your joints, okay? All while you're humming. All right. So the reason why we are humming is because we want to stimulate and vibrate our vision, our optic nerve, the fluid within the channels around our face, our skull, so our nervous system, our brain, and we're stimulating our lungs. So whenever we hum out, we are creating nitric oxide. Well, we create nitric oxide in our nose no matter what. That's why it's so important that we're breathing in and out of our nose to stimulate our lungs staying open and ready to receive air. But we have more hair in our nose than we do in our entire body. So while you're humming out, you're stimulating all these hair follicles, and then you breathe in and there's this opening of the lungs. The lungs receive more oxygen, 20% more oxygen. But it's very much our vision. We are listening, we are doing all of this. And you can tap into this also on, I think it's 181 In Goal Magazine podcast, where I came on as a guest speaker with Mr. Sweet James Reimer. Okay, so we want to produce that nitric oxide, open up our lungs, and all at the same time, we are creating this vibration in our inner environment within the fluid dynamics, the nervous system, okay? But the key is that you are hearing it, you are seeing it, you are smelling, you are breathing. So while you are doing it, you're going to be, once you start patting, you're going to be looking at where you are connecting to, and you're feeling on a cellular level, okay? So I'll guide you through it. I'm going to give you a recipe, but the reality is you can do this whenever. You could choose to just do the humming. I do the humming a lot in the shower. And it's just something for me that stimulates my airways. Sometimes I do it while I'm boiling water, and it feels so good. And the key is that while you're humming, you have space between your teeth. So I do about like a thumb width or half a thumb width, where there's space here, and you'll feel there's a little bit of space here. And then you can play around with your tongue, where your tongue is resting or your tongue is up to the right, the middle, the left. Shift it around. You'll notice where you put your tongue while you hum out, you'll feel vibration at different areas. Sometimes it makes you cough. Beautiful. It's stimulating the vagus nerve at the back of our throat, which is very much a recalibration as well. Okay, so I'm gonna guide you through this. Again, do it throughout the day whenever you want to, but typically it would be placed after all of your floor work, before your dry land, your off ice, your on ice, your games. So it would be before your dynamic warm up. Okay, and the key is to connect with you. All right, so you'll notice that you're recalibrated on a mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, soulful, energetic level when you do this. It very much is an integrative work. So I'm going to step back and I'm going to show you, and then for you to just do it along with me, or watch and then replay back and do it again. I'm going to be putting this up on YouTube too, so that should be helpful for people to watch it. Okay, I'll let you know when that happens. All right, I'm gonna step back. Maybe I'll stay here for the first part of it. So you're breathing in through your nose, and you start to hum out. then from there, you can close your eyes and just feel your inner environment, feel your skin, feel your feet, your ankles, your knees, your hips, your back, your entire body. Start looking around the room, feel if it looks different, feels different, is brighter. Feel your primal energy. Tune into it, give it a little more attention. And then while you're doing your dynamic warm-up, stay there. Stay in the felt sense of you. And the mind is just witnessing what it feels like to be in you. What does this feel like? Can I hear myself breathe? Can I feel myself breathe? What's happening with my jaw while I'm doing this? Am I still connecting to my environment? Am I breathing in the experience? Am I in and of this experience? This moment, every step, every breath, I'm in it. I'm primal, I'm an animal, I'm instinctual. Okay, honeys, let me know if you found this helpful. Please like it if you found it helpful. Please comment if there was something specific, or if you have a question, or send me a direct message. I always love conversation with the community. And if you're ever wanting one-on-one to dial in your primary sensory warm-up, your primal athlete, let me know and we'll set up a one-on-one coaching call. Okay, take care. Okay, bye.